Have you ever thought of the bison, the largest mammal in North America, as an athlete, as an animal that's agile and that can run fast? Yeah, it's big, powerful, enormous, right? They can run wicked fast, over 30 miles an hour. Yep, 30 miles an hour. They can jump over 6 feet high. Crazy. The bison as a spirit animal stands for and symbolizes strength and resilient. That's why bisons are so fast. That's why they're so agile. That's why they can jump so high, because their muscles are resilient. So can yours.
My own world of make-believe.
Well, we finally got some clouds, rain in the valley overnight, snow probably, I'm guessing, about 9,000 feet, with lots more snow coming
to the continental divide and parts of southwest Wyoming late tonight into Friday morning. Snowfall is expected to continue into Friday afternoon. A hard freeze is anticipated Friday night, with temperatures dipping into the lower to mid-20s by Saturday morning.
And I just hiked up Snow King Mountain, the mountain in town here in Jackson Hole. If you watched my last video, I was in Casper, Wyoming, and coming down the climb, I turned my ankle pretty good. So I'm hiking up, doing a lot of rehab, and then running down the hill. But based on that last video I did that a lot of you loved, I had a lot of comments referring to leg stiffness, which is what I covered in that video. But it made me realize, based on the comments, that I really need to dive into what leg stiffness means and why it's so important and good for not only run performance, but maybe even more so run health and longevity in running. So we're going to dive into that, but first I'm going to finish my run downhill, which running downhill well with good form, good foot strike can be some of the best type of leg stiffness training we can do. So I'm going to head down the hill, head home, and we're going to dive into leg stiffness and why it will really transform your running.
In the cradle's profanities, I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
With some proper ankle rehab immediately during the run and immediately after, I was able to get the ankle to calm down. And day 3, I was able to run easy on flat, stable road with a very minimal shoe. And then today is day 4. I'm able to run downhill really well on, again, flat, stable surfaces. And that's why I hiked up to avoid any technical terrain that might tweak the ankle again. So keep everything stable.
So what we're going to dive into is just really talking about what the heck this leg stiffness is really all about. So our muscles work like rubber bands. They want to stretch and release, stretch and let go. Imagine going to that old desk in the corner of the room, opening up the drawer, pulling out that old crusty rubber band. How's it going to perform? Probably not so well. And if we go to stretch that rubber band, what's going to happen? It's going to break. Okay, it's all crusty. It's all cracked. Doesn't stretch very well. We want just the opposite out of our muscles. We want a strong rubber band. We want to be able to stretch it and release it. When we land, when we run, when we land, it's like stretching that rubber band. And then when we take off, it's like letting go. Very resilient, okay? Again, we land, we stretch that rubber band, we stretch our muscles, and then we take off and we let go. This is leg stiffness, okay? The quicker it stretches and the quicker it lets go, the better leg stiffness we have. Okay, if we pull in a demonstration of what this really means for our running, I'm going to use a squat as an example. If I have poor leg stiffness, I'm going to get a lot of movement here, okay? I land, my body decompresses, my legs decompress before I take off. Okay, again, imagine that I'm running. Okay, that would be the equivalent of having slow cadence, lots of ground contact time, lots of knee flexion. Okay, a lot of things can go wrong when we have low cadence or poor leg stiffness. Again, we land, it decompresses before we take off. Versus having good leg stiffness or higher cadence, where it's here. Okay, nice and quick. So I land and get off of it quickly, just like having a good rubber band. It stretches quickly and it lets go quickly. It's nice and resilient, nice and snappy, okay? I land, there's not a whole lot of movement here. I land and I can get off of it quickly. That's why it's called leg stiffness. There's stiffness there, that's good, okay? That's being resilient. That's having a good rubber band, a nice snappy rubber band when we run. So with good, proper leg stiffness training, we can create that resilient, nice, snappy rubber band.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me.
If we're doing heavy weight training, where we're lifting heavy and slowly, that just creates a bigger muscle fiber that's not very stretchy, okay? It's not a very good rubber band. The muscle fibers are big, which makes us slower, and it really deflates athleticism because now the rubber band, again, is not very stretchy. It's bigger around, bigger muscle fibers, but not very stretchy. If we do a lot of static stretching, okay, we have a long muscle, but it's really flimsy. It maybe just stretches and it's not very strong, okay, and it doesn't let go very quickly. So long muscle, flimsy muscle, not very resilient. We want resiliency. We want a nice, snappy, strong rubber band through our leg stiffness training. So we get off the ground quicker, we reduce our ground contact time when we run. The less time we spend on each foot, the quicker we're gonna be, the more agile we're gonna be, the quicker we can stretch that rubber band and spring us forward and using our elastic energy in a good way, the healthier we're gonna be because we're spending less time on each foot. And this is where it pulls in every kind of runner. Like you, regardless of your goals, why you run, we all want to be healthier and some of us want to improve performance. Okay, so again, regardless of why you run, your goals, your purpose, leg stiffness, good leg stiffness helps create longevity, health in running, and performance. We're gonna run faster, we're gonna be stronger, we're gonna be healthier, we're gonna use our body better, we're gonna create a better rubber band, we're gonna spring forward, we're gonna keep that rubber band healthy, nice and snappy, especially as we age. Okay, this is why it's so key. And we can do that in a lot of ways. There's skills that we can do while we're out running that can be fun. I'm gonna dive into other videos about specific things you can do to improve your leg stiffness. So it's important to actually subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because with the new algorithm, all my videos aren't going to a lot of my subscribers. So getting that notification to know that these videos are coming is going to be key. So go for it. But Again, the purpose of this video today is to really explain what leg stiffness is and why it's so important. Okay, I hope you like this public service announcement on leg stiffness. Check out the colors in the backyard. Things are going to be changing really quickly though, so stay tuned. Over and out from home, Jackson Hole, Born to Run World. See you guys.